Hello guys and welcome to my channel. I'm super happy that you're here. Thanks for tuning in and I hope you're ready for a new review. Today I'm going to talk about another Middle Eastern fragrance, but before I start, let me introduce myself to you if you're new here. My name is Martin and I do perfume reviews, which means I talk about all types of fragrances, Middle Eastern, niche, designer, whatever it is, I talk about that. And if this sounds like something you're into, please consider subscribing. I would really appreciate that. And now let's get to the review because I want to keep the video short as possible, but still informative. And I'm going to talk about another LATTAFA fragrance, which I think is quite unknown. To me, it's a hidden gem. Not a lot of people know about that. I checked, of course, on YouTube and TikTok some reviews and videos, but I couldn't really find like a lot of informative material or information in general about that fragrance. And I'm going to talk about this beautiful fragrance here, KASHAF. And even the bottle I really like. I think it looks very luxurious. I love the color. It's a beautiful deep blue color. Some golden ornaments here. Heavy cap, heavy bottle. And the atomizer is okay. But as I always say, what really matters is actually the scent. So what is this a dupe of? This is supposed to be a dupe for this fragrance here, La Capitale by XERJOFF. And let's actually take a second. Give me 1 second to tell you about this fragrance. If you don't know this one I think was released 2019. And this is a strawberry fragrance, in my opinion. One of the best strawberry fragrances that exist, because with strawberries is a thing, strawberry fragrances that are fruity, they tend to be very synthetic and too sweet. This one is really an authentic strawberry scent, very well blended, perfect. I love it. I mean, I'm a big fan of XERJOFF in general, and this one here has oud, caramel, and the strawberry with some peach, but overall what you get is like a caramelized sweet strawberry without being too synthetic and too sweet in general. So the question is KASHAF a good dupe? I think it's an amazing dupe. I get around 90% resemblance from like the scent in general, how it smells. It's actually the same, like in the air, both smell exactly the same, really. Like no one could really like tell a difference. If you're wearing this one, they're probably gonna think you're wearing La Capitale or the other way around. But of course, if you're looking for a dupe for La Capitale, this one is amazing. I couldn't find any information on the nose, but I personally, what I get is the strawberry, I get caramel, I get vanilla. I don't really get any oud. With La Capitale, I get like just a little bit of oud and it's just in the dry down, but I can barely get it. And it's the same with this one here, even though they may be like oud listed, I don't really get oud. What I get is a beautiful, sweet strawberry scent. Amazing. Like I sprayed it, I can still smell it in the air, which leads me to the next point. It is quite long lasting. This is definitely not a beast mode scent, but it is long lasting enough. I would say I get around 5 to 6 hours if I'm overspraying. And when I say overspraying, 10 to 20 sprayers and you're good to go. I think this leaves a beautiful scent trail, a beautiful sillage. This is not overwhelming. This is not cloying at all. Because as I already said, with fruity fragrances and sweet fragrances, gourmand fragrances, this can kind of like be too much. With this one, I think this is very well balanced. Like the DNA in general, I think is very people pleasing. It got me a lot of compliments as well. And I think this is a unisex scent. Of course, slightly feminine leaning, but as I always say, like there's no gender when it comes to fragrance. Wear whatever you want to wear. I think this is also great for layering, but on its own, it's just stunning. And I think a very good fragrance. Not very expensive. I paid 28 euros, I think. So I think everything under 30 euro is definitely a cheapie, and it's really worth the money. If you don't want to like splurge the money and like spend the amount of money for La Capitale, because La Capitale I think goes around for 250 euro. I actually got mine on an online shop for like where you can buy used fragrances, and there was like a guy, he didn't really like the scent, and I got it like for 160 euro, which I think is an amazing price for the 50 ml, because when I tried it the first time, I was like, okay, it's a nice scent, but 50 milliliter and you pay 250 euro, I'm not sure. But then I was like, okay, let me pull the trigger. And then of course me having the dupe so I can lay them together. Perfect, perfect. So how can I describe the scent? I think this actually, it's sweet, like a sweet cake, but not overly sweet. There is like something very gourmand about this fragrance. I would definitely put this one in the gourmand category. It's fruity, it's like, it's, I would say like ripe strawberries. It's not like fresh strawberries, but the ones that get like a little bit kind of old. And then you put like a lot of sugar on top, or let's say some caramel, because you get the caramel, but it's not really like an overly sweet caramel. And what I really get is actually the vanilla, and I get the peachiness. I feel like both more or less have the same notes. As the original one has the peach, I get peach definitely, but strawberry is the main character, that strawberry caramel vanilla kind of mixture. So think of that, and I think definitely it's worth it. Pull the trigger, you're not gonna regret it. If you're looking for a beautiful, sweet, gourmand fragrance with strawberry, if you're looking for a good dupe for La Capitale, then this is the one. You should definitely go for this one here. And I think I said everything I wanted to say. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, then please hit the like button. Stay tuned for more, because of course I'm planning to do more and more reviews very soon, especially for Middle Eastern fragrances, because there's so many great fragrances out there. And I think most of you guys actually want me to talk about Middle Eastern fragrances. And yes, thanks for tuning in, thanks for watching, and see you soon.